What's up, Stranger Things fans? Well, this is the last one of the first batch. Now we have to wait till July. Although I'm pretty close to July. It took me a while. But this is my Stranger Things Season 4, Episode 7 recap. I stopped trying to hide spoilers, so this is going to have spoilers. I'm a blind film critic also, so there was some gnarly stuff happening in this episode that sounded really cool in the audio description, but I have no idea what it actually looked like. So this episode, first off, up front, I was kind of surprised the way that they went with this. It was an hour and 40 minutes long, and we did not go back to the California kids at all. They were not in this episode. We could not spend 5 minutes to check on where they went after going to her house in Utah. So the California kids are, I don't know where. They're not here. They're somewhere. Will and the rest of them will show up at Jonathan. And they're going to show up at some point. I guess whenever Argyle drives them to wherever they're driving. Don't know where. I don't know if they're trying to rescue Elle or if they're trying to get back home or what. Who knows? Also, Jason and his mafia, they were not featured in this episode at all. So Jason and the raging mob of people did nothing. So we did not, I don't know where he is, what he's up to. So a couple little groups of people we did not check in on in this hour and 40-minute long episode. It's because most of it was spent on Eleven's backstory. We got finally the resolution of what happened in the Rainbow Room. And I knew, by the way, the minute that it was that actor on that role, I knew that it was that role was going to mean more than when we first introduced his character. And he was just like the nice orderly, and I was like, this dude's been in stuff before. He's not here for one scene to just talk to 11 and then like peace out. This kid's been in stuff before. They're not paying him. He's not some random person that just auditions for things. Like, he has IMDb credits. He's had lead roles before. They didn't go get him so that he could be in that role. And then lo and behold, we learned out why he's in the show. So by the end of the episode, turns out he's the bad guy. He's the one with special powers, and he's number one. I'll admit I did not see that coming. But it was cool to see how Eleven's powers, when she wants to use them at full force, she can do some damage. I think I was wondering whether or not she created the Upside Down in that moment because of what was happening. But it looks like the Upside Down was always there, but she opened the world, she connected the worlds when she pushed him into it. She created the first portal. So, and now he creates portals every time he rips one of the people through. So there are portals everywhere. And we're left with a surprise person in danger. Possibly two surprise people in danger, because let me stop for a second and say, did Steve climb the fucking rope? Because that is something that we could have shown in the episode, but we chose not to for a reason. I was thinking when Steve went last, I was like, he's already the dude that's injured. And I was like, is he going last because he knows something that we don't know? Like, can he not leave? Has he been bitten? Is he trapped? Can he not exit? And so I'm worried that there's a reason why Steve didn't climb the rope. But Nancy is now in danger, which, wow, that reference hit hard for season 1 fans. I can tell you that. But it was cool that Dustin and them figured out how to get them out. That was cool how they did that with the light bright. That was a huge 80s throwback. I had one of those. Those things are worth so much money today because hardly anybody kept them. And it was just yeah, that was really cool how that stuff played out. And now I'm left waiting a couple weeks to find out what happens to Nancy and possibly Steve, and then also what happens to our gang in Russia, because they seem fine, but they haven't actually gotten out of Russia yet. They've just sort of reunited. And where did Murray learn how to be a ninja? Like, when did he become Liam Neeson from Taken with this very particular set of skills? Because that dude is far more badass than I gave him ever gave him credit for. He's just taking people out left and right. I had no idea, but yeah, that guy's the next Karate Kid. But I love Stranger Things. I love this episode. My only hangups this episode are the fact that really the big fact that we just didn't have the time and an hour and 40 minutes to check in on the California kids. It's an hour and 40 minutes and you didn't have a few of them to touch base on where they are or where they're headed. You were like, we have to hold this until the next episode. Like, seriously, they were doing such a good job of balancing all these storylines, but they added all of this extra time. This is the longest of the 7 episodes. And they couldn't balance it enough to be able to feature any time with 4 main characters. Well, I just called Argyle a main character. 3 main characters in Argyle. So, anyway, that's the only thing. But other than that, the episode was great. So, I just think they probably could have featured a scene. I do. I believe that. I'm in my heart of hearts. Those poor kids they're getting shit this season. Anyway, so that's my Stranger Things. I'm going to give it an A. Given like every episode but one, I think, an A. Yeah, the Nancy thing floored me. Especially when it happened and she just, like, it looks like she's going to be fine and suddenly she's not. And you're like, oh shit. It was a huge twist. So points, because I did not see that coming. But good job, Stranger Things. Audio description is still fantastic. Tansy Alexander is still doing a great job. Christina Stevens, who's writing this, is still doing a great job. Thank you so much. And I will be back with more Stranger Things when they drop the final 2 episodes of season 4. One of those is going to be 2.5 hours long. Can't wait. Please like and subscribe. Go to MacTheMovieGuy.com for more reviews. And you can also go to the Audio Description Project and theAdna.org. The other websites I always hype because they're my buddies. That's all I got right now. Until July.